So guys, I finally broke down and decided to actually buy a Nintendo Switch, but I had some issues. Let's get into it. What's up guys, welcome back once again to the DC show. This is T McNeil. So as I stated guys, I did buy a Nintendo Switch finally, and I was going to wait until mid-August coming up, probably about 2 more weeks or so, for the newer version of the Nintendo Switch with the better battery life. But I really wanted to play the Legend of Zelda game for this particular system, plus Mario Kart 8 among others, and I went ahead and got the Switch, okay? But here's the deal guys, I had some problems with the system as far as from a setup standpoint, so let me know down below guys as I talk about this if you guys experienced the same thing roughly about 2 years ago. Now we know the system came out back in March of 2017, so I'm about 2 years late getting the system, but you know how it is guys, you don't have to necessarily get the system on day one, and most people don't get systems to about 2-3 years later anyway, during the console cycle, okay? But like I said guys, I bought the Switch, I bought the neon colors, the blue and the red, because it seemed like it popped a little bit more. The gray to me seemed a little bit boring, so that's the reason why I didn't go with that color. But I kind of like the blue and the red, like I said, because it just looks aesthetically better to me, okay? Here's the deal guys, let me walk you through the story. Okay, went to my local Best Buy, and I purchased a Nintendo Switch, obviously. Bought the Legend of Zelda, and came to about 380 bucks, okay. Got the system home, and obviously I already took it out of the box, so guys, this is not going to be an unboxing. This is an empty box. As you can see, there's nothing in here, but I just wanted to have the box with me just to make the point, okay. So, during the setup process, what happened was I took it out of the box, and unbeknownst to me, I did not know that the Nintendo Switch did not come with instructions, okay? I'm not saying that you need instructions. I'm not saying that, people are, quote unquote, dumbfounded. I'm just going to put that on the video. I'm just going to say that. But you don't necessarily need instructions, but it would have been nice for them to include it, because if you have problems and issues, or if you have questions about things, that's very important. You want to have some kind of a paperwork or resource to go to. Okay, I know we have the World Wide Web, we have the internet, we have Google, we have all these different search engines like Bing, so we have other resources to find information as well. I understand that's the reason why Nintendo did it, okay? But it would have been nice to have, like I said, an immediate instructions in the box. The only paper that came with this thing is like I think it was either a privacy notice or a safety warning or something like that, okay? It just gives you all the safety information. It gives you information about the battery, where to store the Nintendo Switch, don't store it in hot, humid places and things like that. That's pretty much it, okay? So the issue that I had, guys, among several, was during the setup process, I took everything out of the box, and what I did was I actually hooked the Switch up to the, according to the box here, hook it to the wall using the AC adapter. You put the Joy-Cons on each side of the screen, you plug it in, you let it charge, okay? Now, that was my first issue. The problem was, as it was charging, the Switch for some reason didn't recognize the Joy-Cons right off the bat, okay? I had to remove the freaking Joy-Cons several times over for it to actually recognize what the hell was going on, okay? Now what I mean by that is, if you guys have a Switch, you already know, this is for the people that currently do not own a Switch. It gives you the instructions on the front of the screen, okay? So I'm putting in the Joy-Cons, I'm sliding them in each one, and it's still instructing me to input the Joy-Cons on the screen, even though they're already attached. So I say, okay, well maybe it's something I'm doing wrong, okay, maybe I'm not attaching them correctly, so I remove them again, and as I slide them down on each side of the screen, it has the signature Nintendo Switch. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. I see the indication on each side of the screen that the Joy-Con has been connected, and for some reason, it's still showing them like this on the screen, like they're not connected. I said, oh, Jesus Christ, what the hell is going on with this thing? So now I'm thinking, okay, maybe something's wrong with the sensors on this thing. Okay. So after about 10 million times, guys, I finally slide them down on each side of the screen again, and then it goes to the welcome screen. I said, what the hell? Why did it take several attempts for the Nintendo Switch to recognize the Joy-Cons? Okay, that was the first issue. All right, finished with the setup process, everything working fine. Now we go to the next step, guys. It's actually the included Nintendo Switch dock that comes with the system. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and hook this up to the TV. So I hook the HDMI up out to the back of the TV. I plug in the AC adapter into another wall, plug that into the back of the Switch dock. Okay, now I go to actually input the Nintendo Switch screen down into the dock, and the green light comes on, and then all of a sudden it goes right off. And I'm like, okay, let me try that again. So I take the Switch out again, I slide it back into the dock, light comes on, and what it does, guys, it actually stays on for about 1 or 2 minutes, and then it will just go out. I'm like, okay, what the hell is going on now? I just had issues with the screen, the Switch screen recognizing the Joy-Cons, and now we have an issue with the docking station. Why is the docking station not staying on? Okay, I'm checking the ports, I'm making sure everything's nice and tight, everything's plugged in correctly. Okay, what is going on? So it would appear on my screen for a couple of minutes and it would go off. Okay, I'm like, okay, so I tried it several more times, guys, the same thing. So now what I'm naturally thinking is, okay, something's wrong with not the Nintendo Switch itself, but the freaking docking station, or the little port that comes in the middle of the docking station where the screen connects to. So I said, okay, now I'm pissed off. I said, okay, maybe I have to take this thing back and exchange it. All right, so I packed the damn thing up, guys, back in this box. I take it back to my local Best Buy, and I go to the Geek Squad. I'm waiting in line for that, and as they're actually checking on whether or not they actually have more stock of the Nintendo Switch, guess what, guys? They're out of stock. I say, wow. The nearest Best Buy after that is probably about 30 miles away, and I said, to hell with that. I refuse. I repeat, I refuse to drive 30 miles out of my living zone in order for me to get a replacement Nintendo Switch. So I said, okay. So I gave it to the Geek Squad. I said, hey guys, look, I'm having an issue with my docking station. Plug it up to your TV or one of your monitors inside of the store, okay? And let's see if it's doing the same thing. Okay. Guy comes over, he plugs the Nintendo Switch docking station up, he hooks everything up just like I did at home at the Geek Squad location, and after about 2 minutes again, it does the same thing. So his suggestion was, at first, replace the Switch, but then he thought about it and he said, you know what, maybe it's your sleep settings inside the Switch. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, all kind of lights, red flags get sent off. I said, okay. I didn't even think of that, because I was so damn frustrated about what was going on with the Nintendo Switch. I said, damn it, I just spent $380 on a console, and I said, this is so frustrating. I've never had this many issues setting up a console a day in my life. And now on day one, actually day two, now I have to replace the console. So I took it home, guys. I hooked it back up to the TV, and I played around with the settings, and actually, I don't know what the hell I did, but now the console seems to work fine. Okay. So that's pretty much my issues with the Nintendo Switch. Now, I do have another issue, guys. Now, I know this seems very simplistic. I know it seems very mundane, because like I said before, I've never had this much trouble setting up a console a day in my life. I didn't have trouble with any of my PlayStations, the PlayStation 4, the 2, the 1, the Xbox One OG, the Xbox 360, old school Xbox One from 2001, you know, the freaking Nintendo 64, the GameCube. I mean, all of these systems that I've had over the years, I've never had issues like I had today setting up this Nintendo Switch. Okay, so I got it working, guys. I got it ready to go, and now here's another problem. The other set of issues, guys, that I had was with the Joy-Cons themselves. Now, I did not realize when I first purchased the system that the Joy-Cons also had to be charged. Okay, so I'm sitting there racking my brain. I'm like, how the hell do you charge the Joy-Cons? Again, guys, keep in mind, as I stated before, the Nintendo Switch console system does not come with instructions. Okay, none of these topics or any of these troubleshooting issues that I'm having with the console is covered in the paperwork that doesn't come with the system. Okay, it's not covered at all. So that's why I said, why the hell does Nintendo just freaking include some troubleshooting tips, you know, to kind of help people out? That way, if you have issues, you have problems, because you can always look it up online, but the problem is you have to think to yourself and say, hey, is this a credible source? Okay, is this source giving me the right information? Now, if you include a Nintendo branded source in the box, then we know that it's the real deal. Okay, so I didn't know how the hell to charge the freaking Joy-Cons. So after doing a little bit of online searching and doing some research, I found out that you actually have to, you can charge them two different ways. Okay, by connecting the Joy-Cons to each side of the screen and then putting the entire unit into the docking station, you can charge it that way. Or you can pull the entire unit out with the Joy-Cons attached and plug it directly to the wall using the included AC adapter. Okay, which leads me to my next gripe and issue with Nintendo. On that same subject, I can't seem to understand, guys, why the freaking, I don't have my controller, it's hooked up at my TV, but that's why I'm using the box as a reference. Why doesn't this actual controller, I guess I could call it a controller hub for the Switch Joy-Cons, this should have already been included with a freaking USB port on top, okay, and have the ability to be able to charge these Joy-Cons right out of the box. So now Nintendo is making you spend an additional $24.99 to buy an additional charging grip that looks similar to what comes in the box, allowing you to be able to charge and play the game at the exact same time. And when I mean charge the Joy-Cons so that you don't have to stop playing like I have to do and charge them before you can continue to play. Okay, that was another gripe that I did. PlayStation and Sony included that in their box with their DualShock 4. It already has Rumble. It already has a built-in charging port on the top of the controller, so you're actually able to charge the controller while you're playing at the same time, so you don't have to get a break while you're gaming. Okay, why Nintendo decided to go with this regular controller port instead of giving you a charging port with the included USB so that you're able to charge while you're playing right out the box, I have no idea. Okay, so again, guys, this has probably been the most frustrating console as far as from a setup standpoint that I've ever actually been through. Now, I've actually played Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, guys. I've gotten used to the interface of the Switch, the mobile capabilities of the Switch, etc. And I give this system definitely a 10 out of 10. I mean, it's definitely worth the money. But just keep in mind that if you're going to get a Switch, hopefully you don't have the same issues and problems that I've had. But like I said, no instructions come with this thing. You pretty much got to do research in order to find out and get the information that you actually need. Okay, so those were my damn gripes. But is the system well worth it? Of course. Okay, it's definitely worth the money. But like I said, it was just extremely frustrating, and I'm glad that I actually figured it out. And what I'm probably going to end up doing, guys, I'm going to have to go out and spend more money. I'm going to get an additional charging port just for the Nintendo Switch, so that way when we get more Joy-Cons, I can charge 4 at one time. And it has LED lights on the top, and I think we'll just get an additional controller port like this, and then that way we're good to go. Okay, so if you guys have any comments, any questions, let me know. And also, guys, really quick last statement I want to make. There's no way to tell how these things are charging when they're plugged up. The only way that you're able to check the status of a charge is you actually have to have them into the controller port like this. You check it through your TV settings, or if you have the Joy-Cons docked on each side of the screen while it's inside of the docking station, there's no way to check it unless you pull the entire unit out, go to settings and check it. So I don't know why Nintendo made this so difficult for you to be able to check the charging status of these controllers. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. But it is what it is. So again, if you guys have any comments and questions, leave it down below, and brother will get back to you. Also guys, make sure that you like and share this content. I would definitely appreciate that. Also, if you enjoy the content, make sure that you smack the subscribe button. And lastly, do not forget to tap the bell symbol. That way you receive notifications when the DC Show puts something new, or in some cases, updated content. So I appreciate you guys watching and listening and tuning in. Until the next time, have a good one.